What's going on, guys? Zach Adelstein here with Daily Edge Sports, bringing you another college football video. Today, going over the afternoon evening slate for Underdog on November 1st, 2025. Getting into November, we just have 5 weeks left of this college football regular season. Getting around Thanksgiving, it's that time of year. Doing this on Friday night, have maybe the last night with NBA, NHL, baseball, and football of the year, but going to be a good night. Have a video up for Friday night, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. Have some more Saturday videos up, and have some plays up in our Discord as well. And yeah, if you're not in our Discord, if you're not in Daily Edge Sports, get on over there. We have all the tools that you need, our own customized projections, different tools for different sites, as well as our slips that we're putting out daily and all different kinds of things: esports, NHL, MLB. NBA is big right now. It's just getting going with the NBA, NFL, obviously, college football. So yeah, if you're looking for a place to go, looking for a community, want some winning slips, want to sweat it out with some people, head on over to Daily Edge Sports. It really is the place to be. All right, let's get on into this slate. Some fun games this afternoon on Saturday, and yeah, let me pull it up right here. Going to start out with this Notre Dame at Boston College. Boston College is obviously not very good. Won the first week of the season, and since then have not won a game. They are 1-7. Notre Dame's 29.5 point favorite here with a 55.5 point total at Boston College. Where I'm going to go, one of these receivers, top receiver for Notre Dame, Jordan Faison here. Kind of look at what he's done. Can look at his receiving yards. He's gone over this line in for the last 5 games. They lost those first 2 games, and since then he has just been on a tear. Lost to A&M in Miami. Since then he's been on a tear. Went under this line on a blowout of NC State. Besides that, he has again gone over this in every game, including last week against USC. Now he's going up against one of the worst pass defenses in the country. Um, every leading receiver except one has gone over this line against Boston College, and that was last week. Louisville, they ran for I believe like 250 yards. Um, Notre Dame's going to try to air it out. They try to be pretty balanced. Faison's the one that gets the ball. Um, he leads team targets by more than 20% with 45. Next highest pass catcher has 36 on the team. And this Boston College team, they're ranked by PFF 90th in coverage. It's just a good matchup for them. I'm going to go over this 57.5 receiving yards. One thing I don't know if y'all know, we've talked about it a little bit here. It doesn't really let you do on the website, but if you go on your phone, you can get these and pair them up. It works really well. Pairing up some of these receptions with receiving yards for some of these higher volume receivers that are going to be in a really good position. Did that a little bit, played with it last week, playing it with a little bit this week. Um, Even, taking some reduced lines to go up on that. That being said, pay attention to it. Some of these are a little tricky. And if you take those reduced lines, say you take 2 lines and it's normally a 3x, you put both of them in for some reason, computer puts it to like a 2.8x. And, you're losing value for putting an extra play in there. So keep an eye on that. Make sure they're not screwing you over. But yeah, Jordan Faison over 57.5 receiving yards. Let's see. Next place I'm going to go here. I'll just type it in. At Tennessee. Tennessee is facing Oklahoma here, one of the bigger games of the day. Um, Oklahoma is a 2.5 point road dog here to Tennessee with a 55.5 point total. I'm going to go with Braylon Staley. He's been the lead receiver for this Tennessee team. You can kind of see what he's done the past couple weeks. 10 targets, 8 targets, 16 targets, 7 targets. It is a very good Oklahoma defense, but they just allowed 315 yards to Ole Miss last week at home, and they're ranked 31 in coverage, so they are beatable at times. This is a Tennessee team that just airs the ball out. They throw the ball a ton. They love to air it out. If we just pull up real quick, just use what we have. Look at Joey Aguilar. Look at those. 218 against UAB, then get back into SEC play. 335, 221 against Arkansas in a pretty big win. 268 against Bama. 396 against Kentucky. They're gonna throw the ball. I don't care who they're playing. Oklahoma is a good defense, but they can stop the run as well. The way to beat them is through the air to open up the run. Just kind of is what it is. So looking at Joey Aguilar, we're gonna go with his lead receiver here. Going back down to Braylon Staley. I really do like this 64.5 receiving yards. I don't mind bumping it a little bit. Kind of looking down here, I would be really careful. It doesn't give you too big of a multiplier actually to go down here. It's really not worth it with what they're offering. You know, you're getting 15 yards for 0.15x. No way. I like this. Just leave it at 64 and a half. But yeah, you go down 15 yards and they take 27 points away from you. No reason to do that. 64 and a half receiving yards. Braylon Staley, really good play here. Just top receiver for a team that likes to throw the ball a lot in a close game. Last place I'm going to go here. Another team that's surprising. If they went out, they're in the ACC championship, which is crazy to me. No one thought Virginia would be here. We have Virginia facing Cal, traveling to Cal, which is an interesting spot. They're 5.5 point road favorites here with a 52.5 point total. Jamal Edreen, excuse me if I'm saying that wrong. Uh, let's pull up his stats real quick. You can come down here and look what he's kind of done lately, especially in conference play. He's getting the ball a ton, getting decent targets, 7 targets in 3 of his last 4 games, at least 5 receptions in those 3 games. Going up against a Stanford team that's not very good against the pass, or excuse me, against a Cal team that is not very good against the pass. Cal's allowed double-digit wide receiver receptions in all but one FBS game this year. This game has a decently close spread, so I do think Virginia is going to have to push a little bit here on the road, on the West Coast, traveling all the way over there to get it going. And yeah, Adrian leads them in targets. He's gone over this in 3 of 4. Averages just under 7 games on the 7 targets a game on the year. And yeah, really like this spot for him. Love this over the receptions. You have to eat a little bit of juice. I'm fine with that in this spot. So yeah, another spot I really like. Virginia at Cal, Jamal Adreen, higher than 3.5 receptions. So let's go back over what we're looking at on the slate. We have Jordan Faison and what should be a blowout at Boston College against a really bad defense, 57.5 receiving yards. We have Braylon Staley in a good game, one of the better games on the slate today, or on Saturday against Oklahoma, over 64.5 receiving yards. Jamal Edrien traveling to the West Coast, over 3.5 receptions. That's where we are for this slip, putting a little 3-man together on Underdog for the afternoon. If you haven't watched the morning video already, go and check that out. And yeah, we'll have some more videos out, and we will see y'all soon. Peace.